Hello, and welcome to the October update from the TAO team, where we're going to tell you all about what happened in September from our business team, and we're also going to answer your Q&A questions. So without further ado, let's get on to the first question from Sophie, and she asks, how do you envisage the price of Agoras changing over the next couple of months? So, I mean, I can't really comment on the price exactly, but I can tell you that with the development of the project, we're certainly going to add more value to the project overall. And we hope that, with our marketing efforts, that the value is reflected in the price accordingly. So we can't really discuss the price, but we can tell you that the value increases in the project every day. The next question is from Marco, and they ask, 2 months ago, I had mentioned that TAO will be to some extent self-aware. So will TAO be able to reason over what programmers call self, or do you mean it can reason over its own blueprint / code, or both?
So the way I see it is that TAO is a platform where the users can input information to the system that can then be used to have all kinds of automated interchange of information, but also it can be used to discuss in that same way the improvement of the system. So in the system, the users can input their ideas of how the system should function in the future. But then, of course, the system needs also rules for how change can be attained in that way through user input. So the idea is, for example, that if the users bring up some ideas and it is generally agreed on by a large majority, that this is a sensible change, and this change becomes the next version of the TAO system. But for this, we need to specify rules within the TAO system that determine how this change takes place based on user input and on the agreement that the TAO system finds between the users that somehow express their consent or disagreement with specific proposals of how the system should change. So that's how I see it. And then what we in the developer team have discussed is how we can define a logical framework for the TAO system that enables users to make such statements about the system and about how the system should develop further in the future in such a way that, so the problem here is that the system, so within the system, they have to be able to talk about the functioning of the system. So this is a kind of self-reference that we have here, that within the system, we need a kind of logical language that users can use in order to talk about features of a system. And we have to make sure that on the one hand, this logical language functions in a way that is intuitive for humans that use it. And on the other hand, it also has to be logically precise so that it can be interpreted by the system in a formally precise way. And so bringing together these two requirements has been one of the issues that the developer team has been looking at in recent weeks and even before that. It provides the means for users to reason over its blueprint or code within the system. So they can, the system itself will not autonomously do the reasoning, but the idea is that the users can input their ideas about how the code should develop further, or how they don't have to go down to the level of the code of the programming language that is used to code it, but rather it can be all stated on the level of how the system should function in certain situations. So this logical language in which one can describe the functioning of a system would not just be like the same language as the basic language of coding it, but it's rather a more high-level language where where users can then express what kind of features they consider desirable, and at that level, then of course the system can reason about the input from different users that make proposals for how to improve the system, and can reason about whether these different ideas can be combined consistently and things like that.
And the next question is from Tim, and he asks, when will my locked Agoras tokens be released? Do you have any timeline? The tokens are due to be released when the products are released in their final form. That's the complete TAO. And so yeah, that's when we have the release date for the Agoras tokens that are locked. And the next question is from Demon. And they ask, this is the question about Agoras Live. The development of such a complicated software like TAO Chain takes time, and it will be a while until its innovative abilities could be added to the Agoras Live platform. In my opinion, Agoras Live without TAO abilities is not the best product market fit for crypto world, and won't help much in attracting new users and investors to a platform within the crypto community in the meanwhile until TAO Chain is finished. Question. Can the Agoras Live platform initial design and use case be reconsidered into something that has a better product market fit for the crypto world? For example, a DeFi platform with tools that will be attractive to an average crypto investor today. Such tools can be built on Ethereum or some existing chain in the meanwhile and migrated to TAO Chain mainnet later on with new innovative abilities. Same as a payment system existing on Agoras Live is Ethereum.
So Agoras Live is a general use platform and applications for anybody with specific knowledge in any subjects and people who are seeking knowledge in those subjects. And it provides a forum basically for those people to get together and exchange information either on a one-to-one basis or in a group basis. And the success of Agoras Live will be very beneficial to our Agoras tokens, which of course will also be beneficial to our crypto investors. So even though the platform or the application doesn't have DeFi crypto features that are usually attract crypto investors, but the success of Agoras Live will definitely be beneficial to our crypto investors. But yeah, we remain open to adding some DeFi features that would make sense to the platform without necessarily overcomplicating it. So if you want to be more specific, we'd be happy to listen to your suggestions.
Thank you very much, Karim. I really appreciate your answering there. And so that's it for the Q&A questions, and we'll get onto the team updates. So I'll pass it on to Carolina for her update this month.
Hi, everyone. So this week, I've been finalizing the first article on TAO and its impact on the blockchain world. And since Kilian has just created a great blockchain-centered pitch deck, I will also be drawing some inspiration from it to supplement the article with some additional information, but I'm hoping to have it ready pretty soon. And aside from PR matters, I've also been working on our website update together with Fola and Kilian. Fola has been leading this process, and we've had several discussions about the new website structure. Our goal here is to structure the information in a way that it would be that it would highlight the core products, the TAO platform, Agoras, and TML. And it would also explain the innovations that go into these products, such as Logical AI and all the solutions that it is going to enable. So we have settled on the structure for the website, and we have started working on the content to fill it up with. It is going to be some time before the new website is live. So as a placeholder, I've created a copy for a landing page that will serve the purpose of encouraging website visitors to join our community on Telegram, and also direct them to the current website for more information. And this quiz page is already being designed, and we got to see the first version of the design this week. So this should be a speedy process, and we should have it live in no time. Another thing that is moving forward in the marketing department is the Agoras logo redesign. So we have been discussing concepts our designer has proposed, and we will be sharing a lot of feedback with him to get him on the right track. But overall, the design process for Agoras logo should be significantly shorter than the one we had for the Tau logo, because the new Tau logo gives the designer a great visual foundation to start from. So that's my update. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Carolina. I'm going to pass it over to Killian now for his update.
Thank you, Fuller. Hi, everybody. So this month I've started off creating a little bit different version of the pitch deck, at least the first slides of the pitch deck, to make it more blockchain focused, like Carolina already said. Previously, our pitch deck started off with explaining the difference between logical AI and machine learning. And to make the deck more appealing to the blockchain focused audience, we created this version of the deck where pretty much we display Tau as an intelligent social network built on the only blockchain capable of understanding and implementing users' consensus in real time. And this all comes down to the aspect of Tau being able to change itself in an instant and seamlessly based on the collaboration focused discussions in machine comprehensible languages. Whereas other blockchains don't have that as all. They need years of time to implement even slight changes in the consensus mechanism. For example, Ethereum needs even up to until today, so more than 5 years to switch from proof of work to proof of stake. And the governance models of today's blockchains aren't really designed in a fair and effective way. And also the blockchains today are quite vulnerable. So even if a new implementation is being integrated, then often it requires hard forks coming with additional risks like introducing new bugs and breaking the chain. So yeah, this is also another thing I've still been working on, the lookout for a pitch deck designer. As soon as we have the deck revamped in a good design, I'm really looking forward to actually present it to the whole community and beyond. And yeah, so this is something I've been working on as well, and also been working with the marketing agency on influencer outreach. We've had various calls with YouTubers, but so far none of the ones we had interviews with was of the quality we'd like to identify ourselves with. So yeah, we've been trying to create a different sort of filter for the agency to find us more education-focused YouTubers rather than those simply focusing on price action and things like that. Yeah, so besides that, I've also been doing my own outreach and follow-ups with YouTubers and also AI podcasts. Still have some promising candidates there and hope that you'll be able to see some of the results on that front soon. Yeah, furthermore, I also started developing a YouTube strategy, which hopefully will enable us to pave or to get even more established in the YouTube sphere, because we certainly see YouTube and video in general as a very important medium to attract new people, but also be able to educate and explain our project in more depth. So yeah, we definitely see YouTube as an important social media platform where we want to establish ourselves in a more solid way long term. Yeah, then we also have been discussing a possible merge of Tau and Agoras. We came to the conclusion that we actually want to merge the Tau and the Agoras economy. So the knowledge economy also will go under the name Tau, now we still have to see whether the token remains, stays with the name Agoras, or whether we will also rebrand that to Tau. So I've been also doing some research in that regard. Also, we have to talk to the exchanges and see what are the requirements on their sides in order to make this happen. So we're still looking whether we actually want to proceed in that direction or not. And maybe also you as a community member can share your feedback on Telegram. What are your thoughts on a possible merge of Tau and the Agoras currency also into Tau, making it all one basically. Yeah, then I've also helped a bit with the website structure. Fuller was leading the Frontier, and Carolina was also involved. And same thing with the Agoras logo design we're currently working on. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me this month. Just last but not least, the community member of the month this time is Igor, for helping us with some designs, including the tokenomics sheet. So thank you for that and congratulations, and yeah, see you next month. Thanks.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much, Killian. From me, as Carolina and Killian have mentioned, on the both the marketing side, the website update, and the pitch deck design and the logo for Agoras, being involved in all of those. Killian and I managed to get the rank updated on CoinMarketCap, which has been great. We're also looking to have that sorted out on CoinGecko as well, which shouldn't be too difficult. It seems to be a much easier on CoinGecko, much more straightforward. So I think we can have that done in the next couple of weeks. And on top of that as well, as I mentioned, I am working on another exchange for us. I have got the paperwork back, so it's not long for us to have that sorted out. And it would be good for us to add another exchange under our belt. So when we do have the marketing and everything underway, it will be able to allow us to attract different regions and allow different regions to be able to trade the Agoras tokens around the world, particularly Asia focus in this case. So yeah, not a huge one for me because I've been involved in everything else that everyone else has been doing. On top of that, we've also been looking at hiring on the blockchain developer side and the cryptographer side as well. So we've had some good interviews. We are currently in talks with someone on the blockchain developer side. Hopefully that goes well. It's been a bit of a slower process than we wanted it to be, but you know, the people that we're looking for are really, really high level and they're really, really good. So when people are really, really good, they're typically very, very rare. So, you know, it's taken us a bit longer, but, you know, once we do hire for these roles, it'd be boots on the ground running and, you know, on the way to developing the Tau chain blockchain. So that's really exciting for us as well. So, yeah, that's it for me this month. And that's it for the end of the business team update. So thank you very much for your Q&A questions. Please, if you're seeing this now, please add some more Q&A questions just now, just get it in early. Don't wait for us to send the link out. And as Killian mentioned as well, we want to hear your thoughts on changing the Agoras token name to Tau. We've already come to the conclusion that we want to change the product name Agoras to Tau, but really this is really the discussion about what to do with the Agoras token going forward. So we want to hear your thoughts, your views. Please let us know in Telegram. So that's it. And we will see you in the developer update shortly. Cheers.